Welcome to
Yep.
CSI presentation of process. Well, we have Phước Huy, Trương Quang Nhất, and Trịnh Quang Bảo is our member. And let's start.
First session is array. An array is sequence collection of elements of the same data type. We can refer to the element in the array as the first element, the second element, and so forth until we get to the last element. If we were to push our 100 score into an array, we could distinguish the element as score 1, score 2, and so on. And next, log. We can use log to read and write the element in an array. We can also use logs to process elements. Now it does not matter if there are 100, 1,000 or 10,000 elements to be processed. Logs make it easy to handle them on. We can use an integer variable to control the log and remain its log as long as the value of this variable is less than the total number of elements in the array. And next is multi-dimensional array. The array discussed so far are known as one-dimensional array because data is arranged line linearly in only one direction. Many applications require that data be stored in more than one dimension. Figure 11.5 shows a table, which is commonly called a two-dimensional array. And next, memory layout. The index in a one-dimensional array directly defines the relative position of the element in a two-memory. A two-dimensional array, however, presents rows and columns. How each element is stored in memory depends on the computer. Most computers use row matrix storage, in which an entire row of an array is stored in memory before the next row. However, a computer may store the array using column matrix storage, in which the entire column is stored before the next column. And last, operation on array. Although we can apply conventional operation defined for each element of an array, there are some operations that we can define on an array as the data structure. The common operations on data as structures are searching, insertion, deletion, retrieval, and traversal.
So we come to the second session. We call the first one is called view. Because is a collection of related elements, possibly of different types, have a single name. Each element in the record is called a view. View. field is a smallest element of the name data that has meaning has a type and exists in memory. For example, we have a picture of a record right here. We can see that present and student are record, and the numerator, denominator, ID, name, and grade are field. So the way to name a record or a field, that's with record we will just call its name, just like student or present in that picture, and field with field name. We will have their record name before the field and a dot between them, period between them. So student.id, student.grade, or present.numerator. So the second one is an array of record. Well, if we need to define a combination of elements and at the same time some attribute of each element, we can use an array of record. Well, in an array of record, the name of the array defines the code structure. The group of students are told to define each element. We need to use the corresponding index to define the path attribute of each element. We need to use the dot operator. Assemble just like the figure 11.a. So the ID of the third student is defined as what the picture I have with here. Student 3.id. So and right here we have the way to show how we access the field of each record in the student array to store value in them. Just like student from 1 to 30, and in them we have student ID, student name, student grade, A to B. However, we normally use the loops to read data into array of record, and just like we will have I from 1 and Y is below 31. We will read on okay, we will read the ID, the name and grade of this, and after that we will plus 1 to I, and we start the loop. So, and then here the difference between an array and array of record. An array can be thought of as a special case of an array of record in which each element is a record with only a single field. Okay.
And now I will talk about linked list. I will introduce about this. A linked list is a collection of data in which each element contains the location of the next element. That is, each element contains two parts, data and links. The data part holds the value information, the data to be processed. The link is used to chain the data together and contain a pointer. Thus, identify the next element in the list. And now we will talk about the array versus linked list. The difference the way in which items are linked together in an array of records. The linking tool is the index. The elements called 3 is linked to the elements called 4 because the integer 4 comes after the integer 3. In a linked list, the linking tool is the link that points to the next element, the pointer of the address of the next element. And next slide. Yes, and now I will talk about operation on linking list, and we talk about 5 operation. Is searching a linked list, inserting a node, deleting a node, retrieving a node, and traversing a linking list. The first, we will talk about searching a linking list. And the linking list and we use 2 points is pre and core. At the beginning of the search, the pre point is null and the core pointer point to the first node. The search algorithm moves the 2 points together toward the end of the list. And when the target value is longer than any value in the list. The second is the algorithm about searching a linking. Next we will talk about inserting a node linkage. Inserting a node linkage is when we first apply it's a flag return from the searching algorithm is false. We will allow insertion oversight about the insertion algorithm because we do not allow data with duplicate value. 4K can arise. Inserting into an empty list. Insertion at the beginning of the list. Insertion at the end of the list and insertion in the middle of the list. The third, when we talk about deleting a node. Yes. Deleting a node. Before deleting a node in a linked list, we apply the search algorithm. If the flag returned from such algorithm is true, we can delete the node from the linking. However, deletion is simpler than insertion. We have only 2 cases: deleting the first node and deleting any other nodes. That the fourth, we talk about retrieving a node. Retrieving a node means randomly assigning a node for the purpose of inspecting or copying the data contained in the node. Before retrieving, the linking needs to be searched. If the data item is found, it is retrieved. Otherwise, the process is aborted. That's the last we talk about the traverses linking list. To traverse the list, we need a walking pointer with a pointing that move from node to node as each element is processed. We start traversing by setting the walking pointer to the first node in the list. Then, using a loop, we continue until all of the data has been processed. Each iteration of the loop process the current node, then advance the walking pointer to the next node. Just I finished my present.
Yeah,
And
we done.
thank you for listening.